Hello there, I'm Ken Haas, and welcome to Kenny's to Pennies, and I just want to start out with a mixture of my first two things. What is going on with the state of New York football? And by that I'm talking about both the Orange and the Bills. I'm just wondering, did somebody throw a curse on them? Or did some mother decide to throw a curse like she does on her child? 'Cause you know, all mothers do that to their children. They put a curse on them. They say, I hope when you get married that you have some children who act exactly the same way that you act. And that curse works. But that has not really any relevance with what I'm saying here. Somebody, I think last year in October or something, put a curse on both the Orange and the Bills. 'Cause look how sorry they've been since then. Ever since the Orange had that resounding victory against West Virginia, what have they done? Lost 7 straight, dating back to last year. And what has Buffalo done? Won only one of their last 10 games, dating back to last year. But enough of that. Let's look at what happened on Saturday and Sunday, shall we? With the Orange, you gotta give them credit. They battled pretty good against a very tough and very stout team from USC. And I mean, USC is loaded, even if they are coached by a douchebag of a coach. I'm talking about Lane Kiffin. But Matt Barkley, I mean, they did hold him in check for a while, but then Barkley got loose there in the second half. After the Orange closed to within a touchdown, Barkley tied USC's record, throwing 6 touchdown passes. Plus also, I mean, boy, I had something going on there. Also, I mean, on that reverse, what was the punt there that resulted in that reverse that went for a touchdown? But you know, Ryan Nassib and the Orange were pretty game. Welcome back Alec Lemon from injury, and also Marcus Sales with another monster game. Plus also Jared West, showing why he went east, young man, to come to the University of Syracuse. All in all, a game effort, but of course, we wound up short against the Trojans. But now it's 7 straight losses dating back to West Virginia. And of course, we got a good chance to end that streak. 'Cause coming into the Dome this week is the alma mater of my pharmacist, the University of Stony Brook. Stony Brook is actually one of the better FCS teams. And of course, given the recent history, even though Syracuse has beaten every FCS opponent they faced, this could be a difficult one. 'Cause you know, Syracuse hasn't exactly blown away their FCS opponents when they played them. Although with Maine there a couple of years ago, we did put 41 points on the board. But you know what happened last year against Rhode Island? Boy, those Orange had to make it difficult. And also, I'll have to stop there and go there with the Bills. What happened with the Bills? Boy, did they take the afternoon off or what? I should say the whole defense took the afternoon off. Mark Sanchez and the Jets, all preseason, they didn't score an offensive touchdown. But look what they explode for against a team that supposedly had an improved defense, bringing in $100 million man Mario Williams. You know, he could be like the $6 million man after this week. We can rebuild him. Let's get the bionic chips. And now let's hear those sound effects. Is he gonna be able to leap on top of a building? Let's hope so. But boy, the Jets hung 48 points on the Bills this week. 48 points. and that includes a pick six Fitzpatrick threw in the third quarter, and also that punt return for a touchdown, which pretty much broke the game open. And I mean, 2 serious injuries happened for the Bills. David Nelson out for the year with a torn ACL in his knee, and Freddie Jackson lost for 3 to maybe 6 weeks because of his knee. But of course, C.J. Spiller filled in admirably, running for nearly 170 yards. Good job, Spiller, but not a good job for the Bills' defense. Oh, man. Of course, we did rally there in the third and fourth quarters, but the Jets hanging 48 points on us, that's inexcusable. I mean, it's been inexcusable for Fitzpatrick. He hasn't looked anything like that contract extension. I wonder if his days are numbered. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, there's a number. Oh, I better get going. Yeah, that's a number, Fitzpatrick. Your days may be numbered. Your days as a Bill may come to an end if you don't improve. And of course, we got the Chiefs coming into Ralph Wilson Stadium for Buffalo's first home game of the year. Let's hope we can turn those Chiefs back to Kansas City. Well, number 3 this week, I mean, I wanted to combine it with numbers 1 and 2. But I mean, who's New York's team right now? I'll tell you who New York's team is right now. The Mynderse Blue Devils. Boy, they start out 2-0 for the first time since goodness knows when. And the main reason why I want to talk about Mynderse is because of their new great home field. Boy, that turf field looks swell. And boy, what a crowd was there at Brock Field to welcome the Blue Devils. Especially in their nice, nifty 41-34 win over Nichols of Buffalo, a Catholic high school that took the place of DeSales, which unfortunately shut its doors this past summer. But you know, Mynderse has got some good players there. Maybe the Bills and the Orange want to take a look at Tim Watertrickler, Mike Gristmillis, Aaron, don't call me Jerome Bettis Peterman, and Brandon. Oh, I can't throw very good because my mechanics don't make me Pasalacqua. Boy, look those nicknames up. But I mean, Pasalacqua finally has found a way where he can really help the Blue Devils finally win games because he mainly ran. But of course, Pasalacqua is a very good young man. Keep up the good job, Mynderse, because you know, finally the Blue Devils have something to say about on the gridiron. Now let's take a look at number 4 on my list. That whole story that involves one of SU's greatest alums of the past 30 years. Because apparently there was a guy from Sudan who tried to have a repair done to his refrigerator, and what did the 2 repairmen do? Apparently got into a fight with him, started calling him racial slurs, and I mean, I just don't know what happened there. But I mean, let's look at the tail of the tape. This guy, I mean, he fled over 1,000 miles from a war-torn country to not be taken into Sudan's army, and he emigrates to the United States, and he has this happen to him. Now let's take a look. He's 6'8", 200 pounds. But look at the guys he fought. One of them's 6'2", 300, and the other one's about 200 and about 5'10". Kind of creates a mismatch there, don't you think? And what's with the racial slurs? He came here to the United States for a better life. But you know, one of his best friends is Tim Green. And you know what Green and them are going to do? They're going to take his case to the Syracuse court. As you know, this guy came from a war-torn country. He deserves a chance to have a better life. And let's hope Mr. Green, who fought a lot of battles on the gridiron for the Orange and also for the Atlanta Falcons, and has had a great career off the gridiron as a novelist, as a commentator, and as a lawyer, can help him. Let's go, Timmy. You've always been a winner. Let's help this guy. And last but not least, number 5. What is this thing with the Taliban and Prince Harry? Prince Harry, I mean, he's been deployed to Afghanistan and he's an Apache chopper pilot. But the Taliban says, oh, Prince Harry is here. You know what we're going to do? We're going to hunt him down. We're going to kidnap him and we're going to kill him. Fat chance of that happening. Because you know what, Taliban? You aren't even human beings. You're the lowest common denominator as far as the human race. Or as Gunny Ermy says, yeah, and I'm changing a word here, you're grabastic pieces of amphibian dung. That's exactly what you are, Taliban. And you know what happens in the slight chance, God forbid, if something does happen to Prince Harry? You're gonna be wiped off the face of this planet. The UK and the US will not put up with this crap. And I mean especially if one of their royal family is killed. The UK has shown what they do to people in the past who messes with their royal family. You know what, Taliban? I just don't know why there's people that follow you. I mean, hey, you take the Quran and you twist it every which way. But you know, we'll twist you every which way if you do something to Prince Harry. And that's how I end this program. You know, let's hope we can twist it around and turn it around for the Orange and the Bills. And keep it going, Minders. You're doing a hell of a job right now. I'm Ken Haas. That's my story for this week. And I'm sticking to it.